Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we have a sad video to talk about. I mean, this drama has taken a turn for the worse and people are losing out on something that really made them happy, and that is families. Families is coming to an end, you guys, and this news did not go over so well with fans. Honestly, it's pretty shocking to hear that Families is coming to an end. If you guys have no idea what I'm even talking about, basically, once Trisha and Ethan got into that fight and Frenemies ended, Ethan started a new replacement podcast called Families, and his mom and dad were on the show with him. And honestly, they've done 10 episodes. Like, that's how far they got. People really, really loved it. The response to it was amazing, so they just kept on posting it. And I know this was just a replacement show for Frenemies, but they just changed the background and gave Donna little butterflies on her microphone and on her background, and it's so cute. And I honestly thought that this was going to be a permanent thing because of the fact that they started to switch things up, but it sadly is coming to an end. And I mean, a lot of people have a lot of things to say about it, so we got to get into it. Basically, Ethan announced this all very randomly just from the title of the episode posted yesterday. That was called The Final Families Episode, Families number 10. And I mean, he gave no pre-warning, no tweets, no nothing. It was literally just the title of this episode that people found out about this. And they said in this episode that Families was a temporary show and it was supposed to be a funny spin of words from Frenemies, and now, you know, the time is up.
I think, let's be honest.
Okay.
Families was meant, honestly, as a gag, following up Frenemies.
It was.
And, you know, it turned into something really fun and special that people enjoyed.
I had a blast. Dad and I had a lot of fun.
I had fun. Everybody had fun. It was a great time.
It was.
But it was always meant to be a limited run. The fact that we even got 10 solid episodes out of this, I think is beautiful.
And that's kind of all they said about it. I mean, it's very interesting because I thought the whole episode was kind of going to be them explaining why it was ending, but it really wasn't. They kind of just were like, yeah, this was a temporary thing. The time has passed. We had a really good time doing it. You guys really liked it, but it's done. Like, this was just a fill-in situation, so this is not permanent at all. And that was kind of it. There was no other real reason that they gave for it coming to an end, which I will say, we're going to get into that because people did think that there was a little bit more to it, but they were not going to talk about it. And I will say that personally, I was shocked because it was such a successful show for H3, and it just brought a new type of energy to the channel. These videos were getting millions of views, and people felt like the podcast was so freaking refreshing compared to a lot of the other H3 content, and especially compared to Frenemies, which I feel like for a while there, watching Frenemies, as much as people did love it and like that they were holding people accountable and all this stuff, I think a lot of people were holding their breath a little bit to make sure that they kind of got along while they were recording Frenemies. And obviously when it blew up and it's over. So to watch something where, you know, the people love each other, they're not going to cross each other, they're not going to get mad at each other and storm out while eating Domino's pizza. I think people were just like, God, I'm so happy that we're watching something that is light and fun and really healthy, honestly. I mean, the content was just so much more wholesome than what we were watching before. And getting to see Ethan this way, people were so much more connected to him and they fell in love with his parents. I mean, Donna has her own little fan base now, and Donna's on Twitter now. It's adorable seeing Donna on this show and how people have really grown to love Ethan's mom and his dad as well. And I think that there's just something truly special about Families, and it's definitely something that people will clearly miss. People have been making it very, very known that they will be surely missed from the H3 channel. And I mean, maybe they'll make an appearance here and there as guests on other shows that Ethan does. A ton of people in the comments were saying that they really wanted that to happen if the show is really going to end end. But I mean, the main thing is people were just sad and really hurt. So these were some of the comments that were left. I'm extremely upset this is the last episode. I didn't think this was a temporary thing. I look forward to this every week. This podcast will be truly missed. This news is unfathomable. I'll miss Donna and Gary so much. I'm not sure why I'm crying in the club right now. I love you all, sending peace and love. There are some theories, you guys, as to why this all might have happened and why they aren't exactly saying why it's ended. Some are saying it's possibly because he's protecting his parents from the internet, and some of the comments that were left with this theory were Ethan did it basically for the well-being of his parents. Even though there are a bunch of people that really like them, there's always some bad souls everywhere. Ethan protecting his folks from the toxicity that is the internet is pretty touching, to be honest. I know you're trying to protect your parents from internet and lawsuits, but this breaks my heart. Donna is the most amazing person. I strongly believe this has to do with minimizing the toxicity that the show could end up having. The last situation with text read and stuff, I don't think anyone would want that for their parents. And yes, it's good to leave the stage while people are still clapping. I love this dynamic, wholesome AF. Even good things come to an end. Now, this is referencing a couple things, this last comment. I'm going to say a couple things about it. One, the other thing that Ethan and his mom and his dad did say about this is that they wanted to end the show on a high note. And obviously, when you look at frenemies, I could see why he wants to end something before it goes south. I mean, I really don't think that things could go south with him and his parents. Like, his parents have so much love for him, and it's really not going to end up like the Trisha situation. I really don't think that him and his parents are going to be yelling at each other over Domino's pizza. But he did say that they wanted to go out on a high note. And I mean, going back to that comment, when they were talking about the last situation, the last episode, the entire last week, honestly, the situation where Donna was reading the text message, all of the family drama that was going on, a lot of people feel as though it played a very big part into the reasoning why they're ending, and also the reasoning as to why they're not exactly saying why it's ending. The internet is obviously heavily involved in Ethan and Trisha's drama, but this time with his mom involved, it might have just been way too much. I mean, it was way too much. This drama was insane. I mean, the whole situation between Trisha and Donna was literally left up for the court of public opinion to debate. The text between Donna and Moses, where she said if Hila and Ethan lost the baby, it would be on him and Trisha for stressing out Hila. And with Trisha saying how hurt they were by this text and going off, and Donna coming out and reading it in the last Family's episode, basically, you know, being like, there you go, it's out in the public for, you know, everybody else to see and hear. Do with that information what you will. I think that's just a lot, and for Ethan to see comments of people probably disagreeing with the text that his mom sent is a lot. That's really heavy. I mean, nobody wants to see their mom get hated on. And, you know, I think he probably decided that it needed to come to an end for the better of his parents not having to deal with anything related to the internet. And, you know, Ethan and Hila have dealt with situations where people are coming to their home, and I think he really wants to avoid people trying to like do crazy things and like find where his parents are. And, you know, that's just a mess that I don't think anybody wants to have their parents go through. Obviously, you know, Ethan signed up for this lifestyle and he knows how to kind of combat the internet and the crazy people that are out there, but I don't think he wants his parents to have to learn how to deal with any of that and change up their lifestyle just to be a part of this filler show because his last podcast didn't work out with his old partner. So that's something that people have been theorizing, and I do believe that, you know, if this is true, that this is the reason why Families is ending. I think that the reason why they're not exactly saying, hey, we're ending it because of the drama from last week is because Trisha is making it such a big thing right now to be like, Ethan keeps sending me hate. This whole family keeps sending me hate. And I think in order for Trisha to stop saying that, they just want to be like, we just felt like we wanted to end it because we wanted to end it. Because if they were to dare say we're ending it because of the drama, I think everybody knows that people would flock to Trisha's channel and be like, what the heck? You ruined Families. We love that podcast. And because of you, this is all over and we're losing something else we love. First, we lost frenemies and now we're losing Families because of you. Like, I think he's really trying to avoid that and more drama. and getting Trisha upset again. But, you know, some people are leaving comments specifically saying this is what's going on. Somebody said, we lost this podcast because Trisha had to drag Ethan's mom into her sick drama. She destroys everything in her path. She is so sad and pathetic. She will ruin anyone she comes across so she can be at the top. It's really heartbreaking. I'm going to miss this podcast so much. I don't have a family to spend time with. Listening to them was always kind of comforting. And I do think there's so many people that did find this show comforting. There's so many people in the comments saying that, you know, they don't have a good relationship with their parents, but watching this gives them hope or makes them feel really good. And like I said, it's just wholesome content for people to go to and watch. But obviously, it's coming to an end. I definitely want to know what you guys think about Families ending. Are you guys sad about it? Why do you guys think it's ended? Let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.